The MA programs in European Studies and European Culture and Thought at CMII are very challenging and competitive, but also highly flexible degrees that cover many different facets of the history and present day of European politics, society, culture, philosophy, and ideas. Both the European Studies program and the European Culture and Thought program are split into two different pathways, all four of which in turn include the choice between thought and research intensive options. It is also possible to study both full-time and part-time. Optional modules can be taken from both other CMII programs and other departments and programs at UCL. Whichever facet of European studies you're interested in, it is possible to find a degree and a combination of modules that works for your intellectual interests. The research interests and dissertation topics of European studies and European culture and thought students range very widely, encompassing subjects from politics, literature, history, philosophy, and more. The programs are also very international, attracting students not just from the rest of Europe, but from across the world. After finishing their degrees, the former students have gone on to work in politics, business or arts, or have gone on to pursue PhDs to become academics. Many students use the flexibility that the European Studies or Culture and Thought degrees offer to broaden their career prospects and transition from their undergraduate degree in another field, for example in management, to a PhD project in, for example, philosophy. Today, when among other things the relationship between the UK and the European Union is a subject of intense discussions, European studies is an academic field with much growth potential. This is true in terms of advancing our understanding of Europe's rich cultural and intellectual traditions and its past and present political significance, but also in terms of understanding what Europe is and what it means, what brings it together, what gives it an identity, and what makes it into a region. But the real strength of every program is, in the end, of course, its students. This is why I would like to finish this short introduction by quoting from the report by a former external examiner of the European Studies and Culture and Thought MA programs. Like last year, I was very impressed with the quality of the essays and the marking. The standard of student performance is very high in what appears to have been a very strong cohort. As was the case last year, some of the best coursework was submitted by candidates already working at the doctoral level. Essays with the highest marks used the set questions as a springboard for innovative research that was well grounded in the existing literature. The assured and precise prose of the best papers was exemplary in all respects. Overall, external examining this MA program with its clear rationale, well-designed modules, and evidently gifted and engaged cohort of students was a pleasure.